Yeah, Shalom. I have all praise and glory to Yahweh Shem Shai. Double honors the elders and apostles, a great millstone will do everyone teach well. Jeremiah 28:28. Jeremiah 28 and 8. The prophets that have been before me, before thee all, prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence, right? And this is what we do to this day, right? Testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. We go into the things that Yahweh Shai spoke of, for example, Matthew 24, and then other ones are like in Luke, and I think the same thing is said in Mark. Yahweh Shai pretty much gave us the things to look out for that will come in at times before he makes his, reappearance upon the planet Earth. Wars, pestilence. So it pretty much says this verbatim, where it shows you that where those prophets coming back, man. Because this is the same thing that we do, and anyone who could see it, analysts are gonna say it, but us in the streets, we can see it too, man. I don't know about other brothers, and watching the other brothers comment on it, but I said, this whole conflict going on with those guys in Palestine and small hatters. Dude, like I said, that could very well turn into another, Ukraine. And then I look on the news, and the president's pretty much talking about getting Congress together to do just that, to give aid to the small hatters. Which, as you said, man, everything that we say, it's unfolding just like the scripture says, man. The least of the flock, should draw them out. Like I talked about the other day, Jeremiah 49 and 20. So it's all coming to pass, man. All prophecies are coming to pass, and it just proves that we are who we say we are. This is we didn't just now start talking about Jeremiah 49 and 20, and this is what I wish I would have mentioned the time. I guess I didn't mention it in the spirit, but I mentioned it today because now I'm thinking about it. This is we didn't just now start talking about this. We've always been getting on about this, man. We've always been talking about how they're supposed to be our allies, but then they spy on us aggressively. They hand out military information to China. They're in good deals with like Russia and shit like that. We always said that they're just using Babylon. We always went into the history of the Rothschild family and things like that, and how they run shit. I like to talk about, they're dealing in China, the Kaifeng Jews. I've heard some brothers say that they were Jakes, but I don't know. I don't think all of them were Jakes, man. They were involved in some form of rebellion in China, and things like that. You gotta look up the deeper information for yourself. I forgot how that stuff goes, but they were involved with that, and then you gotta look into also Sun Yat-sen. It's believed that he was also an Amalekite, because he doesn't really look like him, really like a Moabite all that much. I think he was educated in the West, and he pretty much set him up to, I believe he's the one that got rid of the Chinese, monarchy and stuff like that. And I can't remember what they did. I don't know. They didn't move directly into communism, I don't think. I think that came by later with like Mao Zedong, but I'm forgetting about that history. You guys go check it out. But that's pretty much it. Just want to talk about Jeremiah 20 and 8. I thought about it, and I was like, yeah, we're doing the same thing. And this whole thing that's unfolding right now, we prophesied of this. All of us brothers, we always said that, the small hatters, they're going to have something to do with this. And now stuff is, it's popping off. Personally, I think that they knew an attack was coming and they let it happen. And then they're going to go use that as an excuse to, attack them. And personally, I see the small hatters winning this one, especially with the aid from the U.S. I could see them actually winning this one. They're, more advanced in, Ukraine and stuff like that. So I see them, taking a W on this one and essentially pushing the Palestinians out. But, we'll wait and see. I want to see how this stuff unfolds. But everywhere you go, it's propaganda, propaganda, propaganda. That's what lets you know that there's something fishy about this whole thing. That's pretty much it, y'all.